Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. The Colorado Supreme Court just took Donald Trump off of the presidential ballot, essentially deciding that the American people don't deserve democracy. If this is able to stand, there is going to be absolute chaos. How does this tie into guns? Well, are you prepared for what's to come? Sawtooth Tactical is a gun channel, not necessarily a politics channel, but guns and politics do go hand in hand, and a big part of owning guns is being prepared for the worst, hoping for the best, but being able to protect your family, your house, yourself, and your freedom. And also democracy. That is what our country is built on, is the people being able to vote who they want into office. The offices are supposed to represent the people. That's the whole point, a representative democracy. In fact, a constitutional republic. But the activist judges in Colorado have just decided, and these are all Democrat judges, that they're going to take Donald Trump off of the 2024 presidential election. There's a bunch of other states that are looking to do the same thing. And now, of course, because Colorado went through with this, in retaliation, a bunch of Republicans are looking to take Joe Biden off of the ballots in red states. What does this necessarily mean? Well, this means that they've decided that we, the people, shouldn't have the right to choose who we have to represent us. And that's not the way this is supposed to work. If Donald Trump or Joe Biden is not the right person to represent us, well, we should get that choice. And not some judges in the Colorado Supreme Court or any other state. Why does this tie into my channel, which is a firearms channel? Well, again, like I said, a big part of owning firearms is to be prepared to be able to protect yourself and your family. We saw what happened after the last presidential election, and I predict that if things like this are able to stand, then in 2024, we could have absolute chaos in the streets. And I live in what I feel like is a very safe place. We're in South Central Idaho, and it's relatively peaceful here. The cities might have more to worry about, but I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this live in those cities. And even if you don't, things could spread to any area. The possibilities are absolutely endless. And I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for the Civil War movie that's coming up. I can't wait to see that movie. It looks really good. But something like that is not all that far-fetched. And the way that our country is going, especially with supporting wars in other places all over the world, sending our tax dollars out of our country to support other conflicts that really don't have anything to do with benefiting you and me. You know, people are sick of that. Our country is more divided than ever before. And I think that the best thing that you can do right now, because I don't have any power over the Supreme Court, all I have is one vote. And for most of you, I'm sure that's probably the same. You know, some people do have some sway, but I doubt that many of them are watching Sawtooth Tactical on YouTube. My point is, though, what we do have control over is what we can do to be prepared to be able to protect our families and our homes. And I think a big part of that, if there is chaos, rioting, violence going on, well, make sure, for one, that you are concealed carrying every day, everywhere you go. Keep one in the chamber. Have something that you're confident with. We've been doing a build series on the P365 lately. I've got another video on this coming on Friday. But besides just being prepared when you go out of the home, make sure that you're prepared in your home. Make sure you have plenty of ammo stockpiled. This is 5.56. I've got tons of it. I've got 300 blackout, supersonic, subsonic, 9mm, 7.62 by 39 for the AK. And I've been stocking up lately, especially with Vista Outdoors saying that ammo prices are supposed to go up January 1st. January 1st is in a week at this point. It is coming very soon. So buy ammo while you can. Make sure that you have the firearms that you need while you can get them, because as you've seen, the left is doing everything they can. Illinois is passed an assault weapons ban. How many other states are trying to do the same thing? A bunch of them. And the Supreme Court has not acted to block that. So get what you can while you can. Get ammo for it while you can. Food, water, all of these things, because it doesn't take much for our society to collapse. We're really holding on by a thin thread at this point. And things are, so far, mostly okay, but it wouldn't take much to have things go completely off the rails. Now, I'm not a paranoid person. In fact, not at all. I'm kind of the opposite of that. I work a full-time job, I run this channel, and I have another business on the side that I do on the weekends. I'm very busy, and I am working hard to continue my life the way it is and to keep making things better for me and my daughter. Because I'm hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, hoping that nothing crazy happens. But if it does, I don't want to be the one caught unprepared. I'm sure many of my neighbors are going to be unprepared, and they're good people. And if they need help, I want to be able to help them. And so there is a point in owning more than one firearm, in my opinion. If you do have a group of people that end up relying on you in any way, well, you want to be able to rely on them too. And if they are not prepared, well, then you can, loan them a gun, loan them some of your guns. And so that's also a good reason to set up all your guns in an effective way. Maybe not just have one SHTF rifle, one go-to handgun, but a bunch of them that are set up. Like I've got red dots, lights on multiple pistols. All my rifles have optics, lights, slings. They're ready to go. And they all kind of have different purposes, which is good as well, even if you're just going to keep them all for yourself. To be able to have the ideal thing for the right purpose, if things do go sideways, is a good thing. But also to be able to arm multiple people that you rely on and rely on you is also a good thing. Whether Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or anyone else is who you would vote for or who you plan to vote for, you should be angry at what is going on right now. Because it should be up to you and me to have the decision to vote for who we want. And there's a lot of people that are going to be very angry. Look at what happened again in 2020 and how pissed off people were when they felt like the election was stolen from them. Well, if we don't have the choice to vote for who we want, how many people are going to be pissed off about that? So do what you can, what you have control over, be prepared, because things could get crazy. Hopefully they won't. I really hope they don't. But in case they do, get prepared now while you can. If this video was beneficial to you in any way, please give me a like. Please subscribe to Sawtooth Tactical. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this, because I think it's absolutely crazy that this is what our country has come to. And from Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.